Hi, I'm Sylvia Berman. I'm a realtor in Tucson, Arizona with HomeSmart Advantage Group. And today we are interviewing Joseph, the insurance guy. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Good morning, Sylvia. Thank you for having me here today. I appreciate the opportunity to be here. My name is Joseph Loder. I am the insurance guy in Tucson, Arizona. Originally from California, moved here in 2018 during the economy crash. Needed a change. And what I do is I basically help people with their life and health options that are out there. There are so many that make it confusing. So that's what I do. I just want to help you get and make those correct options.
And so what got you into this business?
Actually, a quick story on that one. My grandmother, my Nana, back in 2017, before she passed away, an incident happened where a Medicare person came knocking on her door, which, by the way, is illegal to do. You're not supposed to go door to door with Medicare. He convinced her to change her plan that she was on at the time, which covered everything, to a plan that he was worth selling. Didn't know anything about that until 2 weeks later when I took her to her next doctor's appointment. I was told by the office clerk that she was no longer in network with that office. And I'm like, what? I didn't understand why. And that's when my grandma told me that, oh yeah, some guy came to the house and changed the plan to a new plan. And I'm like, oh, okay. Because didn't know what to do. Left, called my mom. We talked about it and just figured out what that meant. Now we had to go through a lot of chaos, a lot of struggle to now go out and find our new doctors, get new prescriptions, find our new pharmacies. It was just a lot of work and a lot of stress to do this. And in 2015, when I decided to look for a new career and looked at insurance, Medicare was one of them. And that was one of the things I did was because of my Nana. I wanted to help seniors make sure they're not getting taken advantage of, making sure they're not that's not happening to them, because I know what causes on that end.
Right.
You know.
I get it. Yeah. So it's Medicare open enrollment.
Correct.
And so tell us a little bit about that.
Well, my open enrollment, what we call AEP, is from December 7th or 5th. November 15th to December 7th, excuse me. And that's a time when seniors can change their Medicare plan from one plan to another. So there's people that come in and do a lot of reviews, new people turning 65 to get their policies. So it's just a time to do that, to figure out which plan is the best one for you. You know that. So
Are there new changes this year?
There's changes every year to Medicare. That's why you should always review every year, double check your Medicare, make sure your doctors are in the same network, make sure your prescriptions are covered, your pharmacies, check everything, dentists, chiropractors, acupuncturists, because the plans change every year. So always make sure that it matches your current health conditions, because our health changes every year, every day. Mm-hmm. So
that's important, yes.
Very important, yes.
I wanted to ask you, I'm on Medicare, and I'm getting a lot of calls from anonymous companies and anonymous insurance agents trying to get me to look at my plans. Tell us a little bit about that approach.
Okay, now we're entering a subject that's really close to my heart and that I feel very strongly about, because, how do I put this? Don't do it. I'm going to be honest. Don't do it. These companies are there to make money. Okay? They're there to make money. That's their main goal. So
shouldn't you have like a real person, somebody that's recommended to you by a friend or your doctor? You know, doctors have people that they recommend as well. Don't you think that's a better approach?
A local agent is better for you because they're going to be more with you. They can sit with you in person versus over the phone. I feel that over the phone, Medicare is not as efficient or as clear as it can be in person. I talked to a person the other day who, a couple 3 weeks ago, I met this person and she asked me a question about her Medicare. And I answered a question, and we talking, and come to find out, Well, she was asking about food card because she saw an ad about a $1,000 a month food card. And I told her, I was honest. I said, there is no such thing as a $1,000 a month food card. No insurance company is going to give you that much money. Okay. So I told her that, and she goes, oh, because I just changed my insurance 2 weeks ago. I said, great. Which plan did you get? Who did you get? She goes, it was United Healthcare. I said, okay, which plan? I don't know. Oh, what do you know? How much is your copays? I don't know. What about your doctor specialist visits or your doctor or your hospital? I don't know. I said, do me a favor. When you get your paperwork, call me and let's review that, because if you don't know what you're signing up, there's two reasons. They weren't clear enough. You didn't understand. It was just very confusing to you. So that bothered me because that's part of what they do.
That's interesting. If you sign up for Medicare for a plan, can you change within the enrollment period?
Yes, you can.
Oh,
you can
good.
change as many times as you want up until December 7th. That last enrollment you do on December 7th is the one that's going to stick. And
That's good to know.
So you can change as many times as you want. So yeah, make sure you do that. But yeah, back to that real quick is she called me when she got the paperwork. We went over the plan. She's on the right plan. But her comment to me after that was, thank you so much for double checking and make sure I'm on the right plan. And that's my biggest concern with these calls, these call centers, these people that call you, the 800 numbers. They're designed to get you to agree to talk to an agent. Talk to the agent. The agent's going to find out what your pain point is. A lot of times it's food. So that's why they present these $1,000 food cards to get you to call in. And they're going to focus on that. And they're going to say, hey, look, we found a plan that's going to give you $30 more a month. And that's what they focus on. They'll go over everything else, but very quickly and very generically. And they get you to switch just on that one thing. And there's more to go beyond that. Because when you do that, you're going to have higher costs on the back end. So say you get $20 more a month for food, but you know what? Your specialist might go up $5 or $10 every time you go to the doctor.
That's
your
good to
hospital's
know.
going to go up. So these call centers really bother me, and I'm going to be honest with you, it really pisses me off what they do because they take advantage of seniors. And I do not do that. I refuse to be like that. When this happened to my nana, my grandmother, and I know what it causes on the back end and how it can affect people, made it my goal to make sure not to do that to people. I will sit with you. I will find out what your goals are, what you're looking for, your doctors, your medications, everything like that. I'll go over everything. We'll go over 2 or 3 different plans, line by line, to make sure it's the right plan for you. I will sit with you on a minimum 2 to 3 hours to make sure you are covered.
That's good to know.
Okay?
That's good to know. So it's the point here is that you want a real person, because when you're an older person, you need a little more personal attention. Now, Joe also sells insurance during the year to the open market, as well as life insurance. Can you briefly tell us about that?
Sure, yeah, I do Medicare throughout the year. I'm working on getting my ACA, hopefully that's still going, my ACA permission to do that also. I do vision, dental, insurances also, and I do life. And I do work with annuities, and I will be doing long-term care and all that also. So
that's terrific. We will do a video coming up giving a little more information on life and health insurance during the year. Joe, thank you so much for coming on today and giving us a pretty good idea of what to do during open enrollment.
Thank you, Sylvia. Appreciate the opportunity.
Mr. Loder's contact information will be in the caption, as will my information as well. Thank you very much for coming on today and listening to us. Bye now.